So, Alfred, what was so important for you that you had to venture out on a night like this?
You have to understand that the outside world is a complicated place for me.
Anyone sane would have stayed inside and possibly barricaded their doors.
And that's exactly why I go out. The smallest chance of awkward encounters. Bad weather is my friend. Besides, I had to go and meet Julia.
Well, I'm not buying it, Alfred. You'll have to come up with a much better story than that.
I'll explain it again, as simply as I can. Imagine a room filled with Chinese people. What would you notice? You would notice that they all look alike. It's not that they do. It's just that your brain isn't trained to perceive all the different features of Oriental faces.
So what are you trying to say?
I can't recognize anyone by their face. No one. Not even myself. I lack a certain component in my brain that enables people to identify and remember the complex set of features that form a face.
So what does that mean?
Well, it means I can't help you, detective. It means I'm useless to you, so you should just let me go home.
Look at it from my point of view. I'm stuck here in the middle of the night with a mystery homicide, and you being my only witness. The only one who could identify the possible perpetrator, telling me you have a condition called face blindness.
I just found my best friend dead. She was murdered, for Christ's sake. I didn't come here for a debate about my medically proven disability. I mean, go look it up on the internet. You're the detective, right? Just leave me alone. Julia was a true friend. I've known her most of my life. And she really tried to help me with my condition. In 17 years, she never changed her brand of perfume. Her hair, too. She kept the exact same hairstyle and colour since the first day we met. So that I'd have something to recognise her by. She was the only person in the world who wasn't a stranger to me.
Gotta have been easy for her, not being able to change her look every now and then.
Yeah, she sacrificed a lot. Even though I urged her to just let it go.
Peck, you have a caller.
Looks like you'll get a chance to rethink your story, my friend. You just spoke to your doctor. PROSOPAGNOSIA. Sounds like a fruit salad. So what happened next?
I wanted to call the police, but then in the next flash I saw a man. I ran away. I was scared.
Can you describe this mystery man for me? Besides his face.
About 5'10", blonde hair, black clothes, Caucasian.
You know, the funny thing is, though, Alfred, of all the people in the building that night, you're the only one who matches this description.
Except for the t-shirt. He was wearing a dark t-shirt with a large New York Yankees logo on the chest.
This so-called mystery man apparently went up in smoke. I think you're intelligent enough to realize that you've gone beyond the point of being just a witness to this crime. There's not a trace of a burglary. Nothing valuable is missing. All indications from forensics suggest that we're looking at a crime of passion, of violent argument that ended with Julia being pushed through the coffee table. We know it was an accident. You never intended to kill Julia.
I would never hurt Julia. Never. She was my best friend.
Exactly. But that's not what you wanted her to be. You wanted more, but Julia refused. You couldn't keep up the pretense any longer. You couldn't just be friends, could you, Alfred? I bet it drove you crazy when she fell in love with a normal man. A man who could see properly. A man who didn't force her to wear the same fucking perfume day in, day out. Your obsession for her pushed you over the edge, plain and simple. And you're using your handicap for an alibi!
For information, we tried a relationship, Julia and I, right? Years ago. And I ended it. Not Julia. It may surprise you to know, but I have another girlfriend now, who I love very much.
I need more coffee.
Her name's Laura.
Get me Erickson on the phone.
Smile. It won't work, you know.
I'll send this to you and you will look at it every day. Oh, and after that we can go on a normal date. What's wrong?
I just don't want to disappoint you.
The gas station you said you stopped at. We pulled the CCTV.
Well, could you please tell the other inspector, because he's not believing a word I'm saying.
What are you talking about? All the other inspectors are still at the apartment.
It's just you and me here.
And what about Inspector Peck?
I am Peck. You really don't recognize me, do you? Don't worry, Alfred. Just look at this. The coroner's report said Julia died about 9 o'clock. Look closely at the picture.
I was here at 9 o'clock.
A 20-minute drive away from Julia's apartment. You couldn't have killed her. I need to take you somewhere. There's one thing I can't get my head around. Why would you break up your relationship with a girl like Julia?
Because I loved her. As a friend. I didn't want to disappoint her.
So, what about your girlfriend now? Isn't it the same thing?
Oh, Laura? No. It's completely different. We met online a year ago.
I'm sorry I'm going to have to ask you this. But what did Julia feel about your relationship with Laura?
I think she was fine with it. She was very happy in her relationship. I'm very happy in mine.
I know this isn't easy for you, but I need your help for a minute, okay? You gonna give me a quick flash then, Terry? Just keep looking straight ahead. Flash it. Once more. It's you, Alfred. I think this belongs to you, mystery man.
Hey, Peck, you better take a look at this.
Wait outside for me, will you? I'll be done in a minute.
I think the boyfriend's gonna be here any minute now.
You'll have to cover for me. There's something I need to do. Say, Alfred, that girl of yours, Laura, was it? I'd like to speak to her. Can you give me her details?
All I've got is an email address.
An email address? So you got?
Yeah. And this photo. I promised I'd look at it 1,000 times a day. I hope I could recognize it.
Remember that face, Alfred?
Alfred, when was the last time you saw her?
About a week ago when this was taken. She's beautiful, isn't she?
I think you and I need to have a quiet chat. Come on, I'll buy you a coffee. It's been a long night.
I've seen that car before.
Well, it makes sense. It's Julia's boyfriend's.
But I've never met Julia's boyfriend. I saw it the last time I was with Laura. I remember things like that.
Alfred, I think I'm going to need to take a rain check on that coffee. For what it's worth. I'm really sorry. I got this from the coroner's report. I know this might hurt, but she really loved you, Alfred. That's got to count for something. Remember that. Get upstairs now.
Look at my hair, my eyes. Remember the shape of my nose, my lips. Remember that face, Alfred. It belongs to someone who loves you.